Welcome to the weather forecast for the weeks beginning Thursday, December 19th, through the week beginning the day after Christmas, December 26th. The next lunar phase is Saturday, December 22nd. We have a third quarter moon visible in the morning sky. Sun is moderately active on this side. We're getting some big coronal mass ejections on the backside. So that could be interesting in a couple of weeks. But sunrise is back all the way to 7:18, sunset to 4:39. Looking at drought conditions from last week to this week, just a slight worsening up here in the northern edge of the state. But surprisingly, even with so little rain recently, most of the state is drought-free. That helps that it's cold and the plants are not taking up water and letting that evaporate. That's evapotranspiration. Looking nationwide, there's a big area here, including Colorado, without drought. And going from last week to this week, a little lessening here, a little lessening over on the East Coast, but not much has changed. Smoke conditions, a few fires in Arizona, but not big, and nothing in northern Colorado. Forecasted for the next few days, so very clear skies. Looking at the snowpack, the lack of anything falling except now and then in the mountains, it makes this number start to drop. The mountains are carrying the snowpack, definitely. 93% state average, just dipping below that median line. And looking at the precipitation that happened, there were a couple areas in the mountains that picked up something. The lowlands were pretty much nothing all week long. Looking for thunderstorms in the future, and nationwide, next 3 days, nothing expected. No convection even. No lightning anywhere. We got some snow up here in the northern plains and the Great Lakes. Nothing around Colorado. There's a little cold front here, and it slips down but stays to our east. Snow moves out into New England. Another system coming in on the west coast, but we are just high and dry and in the warm portion of the atmosphere. Looking at the temperatures, the normal temperature high is 42 and it's leveled off. Normal low is 17, leveling off. And let's see. Well, that was old. Sorry. Was that right? Yeah, because Christmas is not there. The right graphic isn't there, but it really has leveled off, and there's a very small chance after Christmas evening. So it looks very similar. The weather has been very monotonous recently. So here's our water vapor satellite image. We see pretty much the zonal flow going across the nation. Here's that storm up here dropping snow in the Great Lakes. This is usually all I show because the water vapor, especially in the summer, tells you when you can get your thunderstorm chances. I'm going to take you to the visible satellite image. Here's some lightning off the coast here. And you can see, well, for one thing, you can only see this in the daytime, so that's why you don't see it very often anymore on TV news, because you want to be able to see something consistent day and night. And it's not the water vapor that I usually show. You can see it's completely clear out here. You can see snow in the mountains. You can see the Great Plains here with some clouds and some shadow of the cloud right there. But here's what you usually see on television. This is the infrared satellite image. Works day and night. Colder clouds high in the atmosphere are colored blues or greens or even reds for high clouds. Very cold temperatures. And so you have a little bit of cirrus just south of us, a little bit of cloudiness here, but just there's nothing else to talk about, so I'll be adding some cloud education here. So here's this big ridge in the west, and that's why we are so dry and warm. We were in the 50s before dawn for a little bit with the downslope warming. And yeah, 50s is 10 degrees, 12 degrees above normal. Here comes the Christmas Eve trough into Christmas Day. It zips by quickly. There comes Christmas night, but there just isn't much associated with it. It's our only chance of a little bit of showers, and that pushes through. We get a bit of a ridging into the 28th. The ridge grows on the west coast, and that shifts back in right over Colorado for the end of the year. And as we go into the new year, we see very zonal flow here from east-west with a little trough forming as January 2nd, January 3rd. So that's another chance of something happening winter weather-wise. that far out. And let's look at the temperatures. So reds are above normal at the 2 meter mark. Above ground level, you can see we're way above normal. Reds into purpley colors. This cold air and goes sweeping down over the eastern half of the nation. Here's another little shot of cool air, but we just stay in the above normal category. Here's the 24th into the 25th. That passing trough cools things slightly to the 26th. And yeah, there's just mountain coolness with snow, but the plains right here are staying very warm. There's the 29th. We're still above normal. To the 30th. And there is some cold air coming in. It shoots down the plains into January 1st. So watching fireworks on New Year's Eve might be colder than you've experienced in the last month, for the most part. But the cold air just keeps pouring down in the second and the third. So we'll just go to the surface precipitation and pressure. Where you see the blue, this is temperatures below freezing. Where you see the red dashed lines, it's temperatures above freezing. If I stop it, you can kind of look for the numbers in there. But here is the 23rd, 24th. See a little bit of western slope snow that comes and goes. Here's that bigger system for Christmas night. The low cranks up, throws a little bit of moisture up into the mountains, but not much. Another western slope hit right after that. Western mountains are getting lots of snow. Eastern plains are getting a little sprinkle shower and not much else. Let's see what we see at the very end of the loop here. This is going way far out, but there's a little upslope again. And the 30th, here's January 1st, cold, below freezing. But January 2nd, January 3rd, you can see the cold air here. The storm itself forms way out on the plains. Yep, sorry, it's really hard for the next few weeks to get any precipitation on the plains. And the next 5 days, that's what it looks like, and it's mostly snow. Next 10 days, maybe a trace of something on Christmas, but most of it is up in the mountains. But good snow for up there, keeping the ski resorts happy, keeping our water pack going. So for the next week, we got 50s, barely getting to 60 on the weekend. My goodness, 0 chance, clouds now and then, nothing all week. And we go from the 25th to the 31st. Yeah, we got a little bit of showers Wednesday night. I don't think the thing afterwards has much of a chance, but it's a long ways away, and that could change. Christmas Day forecast, kind of saw right there, but a high of 54, low of 29, northeast winds at 10 miles per hour. I'm sorry, it should be PM snow showers. I can look at this 100 times and not pick up all the details. But PM snow or rain showers possible, but not much right now. Week 2, 8-day to 14-day, above normal temperatures, coast to coast. And a little bit of Alaska is below, even Hawaii is above normal. And I don't know if I buy this because we didn't see anything going out 16 days of any significance. So not sure what to make of that, but that does go through January 1st. All right, that's the weather forecast for these next 2 weeks. I'll be on Christmas break. I will see you right before the new year, Thursday, and we'll have your New Year's Eve firework forecast ready to go. It's been Chief Meteorologist John Dinsworth urging you to keep looking up.